Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another live tarot tea time. How is everybody doing? I don't think anybody's in here yet, so I'm just going to talk to myself a little bit until people show up. But you guys, we are spilling some major tea tonight. There are a lot of celebrity stories that have been circulating that are very interesting. Shawn Mendes released a new single called Why. This is at the top of my list. It's pretty major. He definitely shared some really personal things that he has not shared in the past, namely the fact that he almost became a father. This is something that he said, he was very nervous about and not ready for. Of course, fans are speculating about who, he almost became a father with. Of course, Camila Cabello is the first person that comes to mind as they had the most serious relationship. But there's a lot to get into with Shawn Mendes to start. But guys, the tea, there's so much. I feel like we have like a large brew. Hi, Penny. Oh my gosh, how are you? How's everybody doing? I've missed you guys. Oh my gosh, I never want to miss another live stream. It wasn't the same start to the week. But I am excited that we are back to spilling our tea. How are you doing? What did you guys get into this weekend? How's everything? I have to know. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna start with Shawn. Penny, did you happen to hear Shawn Mendes' new song, by the way? I thought it was really good, actually. I kind of loved it. And then it was like a preview to the other song that's coming on his album. It was, like, very emotional, like, we're getting that original Shawn Mendes energy back. He is this soft, sweet person, and I feel like he went through a very turbulent time, and it seems like he's kind of back at center, and he was taking some accountability even in the song Why, saying that, he chose himself, and I loved it. I thought it was a really good full circle moment for him. I think that we're gonna see a lot more good things from him, and I wanted to just pull some cards, see, how is Camila reacting to this? Is she the person that, he had the pregnancy scare with? We're gonna dig into the real tea. Oh my God. Hey guys. Hey Babaloo. Hi Chrissy. Penny says, no, I didn't hear his song. I just listened to it today. If you like Shawn Mendes, like some of the more, sappy songs that he sings, like romantic, you'll love it. I thought it was really good. I liked it a lot. Okay. Okay, guys, let's pull some cards. I'm gonna take a little sip of my tea. Hi, Sage Moon. Sage, Babaloo, Chrissy, how was y'all's weekend? Did you guys get into anything fun? What were y'all up to? Okay. Let's see. Yes, I did hear the song. Did you like it, Chrissy? What did you think? Okay. All right. Babaloo says, yes, I'm curious of the pregnancy scare, right? Tea. The whole dang teapot. Oh my gosh, making sourdough bread. Penny, amazing. Penny, not only do you garden, but you also make bread from scratch. Like, hello, Penny. All the skills. That actually sounds so fun. I bet it's delicious too. Fresh bread, a little butter on that. Yummy. We're all going to Penny's house after this. Okay. So let's see. Shawn Mendes. Let's first just ask the cards allegedly for entertainment purposes only, because we're going to be spilling some pretty spicy tea tonight. Was this pregnancy scare with Camila Cabello? Or God forbid, with like Charlie Travers? Because remember, we kept getting all that weird manipulative energy. Now I'm kind of thinking like, who was it with? All right, we're gonna speculate, see if the cards can tell us. So first, let's just see yes or no energy. Was the, I guess, alleged pregnancy scare with Camila Cabello? Let's ask that first. With Camila, was it with Camila? Seven of Wands. You guys, this is the competition card. I'm gonna pull a couple more, but this to me is indicating that there are more people involved. So this would be a no. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go. This is a no. This feels like a no to me. That it's not Camila, which is shocking, actually. That also kind of explains why he would be more nervous about it, because I feel like back when he and Camila were together, they were living together. They were very much, becoming a family in a way already, spending a lot of time together. They got a dog. I feel like the dog is the gateway to the child. And it just seemed like they were forming a family. So it kind of makes sense that maybe if it were, if this would have happened under different circumstances, maybe with Camila back then, it would have been something that he would have felt more ready for. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But this tells me that I don't think it was with her. Okay. Could it have been with Charlie Travers? Yes or no card. Oh, the tea is spicy tonight. Could it have been with Charlie Travers? Three of Wands looking to the future. This is the yes card. And we got Wands. Am I going to say this? Am I really going to say this, guys? How messy are we going to be? I'm going to say that this was with Charlie Travers, which would make sense as to why she was like, remember, she was like in and out of his life. And at one point, there were like pentacles showing up and he was helping her. It would make sense that he would help her because remember, we weren't getting romantic cards at that point, and it was just very odd. The readings were so weird, and it was like, why is he still having this person in his life when he doesn't really seem to want her around, but he feels obligated to help her financially? If at the time he thought that maybe they were going to have a child together, that would make sense. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, that would make sense because he would be like, "Oh, well, I need to help her and take care of her." And oh my god, I think that's what happened. So 7 of Wands, not Camila, other people involved, and we do have Wands here, you guys, which as we know, Beth, are you in here? Is Beth in here yet? Um, the Wands, it's all about the Wands. He was leading with the Wands at the time, and I think that's what he meant in the song when he said he chose himself. I think he chose himself, but also like, other women. Like he chose having his own fun and feeling free. And I think he did, and I think he regretted it. He was like, "This isn't all it's cracked up to be, actually. I could get myself into a lot of trouble here in my life." Penny says gold digger. Penny. Yes. Penny, yes. I think so. Penny. Yep. Leave it to Penny. She's going to cut right through the BS. She's going to tell it like it is. Hey, Gigi, how's it going? What pregnancy scare? Oh, Gigi, I'm glad you're here. Okay, Gigi. If you just Google Shawn Mendes, why pregnancy scare, you're going to get a bunch of articles. He basically talked about this, and this is fairly new tea, fresh tea here. But yeah, apparently he is coming clean about his life. That's kind of like his words. He's been doing some interviews. I watched a couple before getting on here just because I wanted to kind of like be up on what he was saying and kind of his energy. And he actually seems like he's getting back to his authentic self, which I love. He seems like he's taking accountability for his choices. And I feel like we're getting that soft, sweet Shawn Mendes moving towards his Pisces North Node. He doesn't seem as rigid right now. He seems like he's just letting it flow. Kind of love it. But yeah, I think he went through a little rocky time there. Okay, Sage Moon says, wait, hold on. Watch that it ends with us movie and had a blast watching your tarot reading about all the tea. Oh my God, Sage Moon. First of all, thank you so much for saying that. I loved your comment. I always love reading your comments. And oh my God, Sage, how was the movie? Did you like it? I haven't decided yet if I want to see it or not. Because to me, it seems like kind of triggering and like heavy and sad. And I think it's great subject matter that needs to be out there. It's important. This is a real thing that women go through. I love that part of it. But for me, I don't know. I can't decide. Like, do I want to see it or not? Let me know if you thought it was like worth seeing. Cause my Scorpio moon will get all wrapped up. I'll be crying in the theater. Like, do I want to put myself through this? Okay. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Claire. Hi, how are you? Claire, how's it going? So for you, is this a Monday morning? Are we making bread? What are you up to? And Claire, thank you for your kind words. You were so sweet. I read that message, and that was really sweet and kind of you. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. I feel like my chat's moving slow. There is a huge storm here tonight. So if you guys do hear any thunder or lightning, that's what's going on. And I feel like my internet's just a little slower. Okay. You and me both, Brit. LOL. Yes, Penny. Penny, are we both on the fence? Yeah, we're on the fence. We're not sure. Sage, we trust you though. If you tell us it's worth it, we'll see it. If you say to skip it, we'll maybe like stream it at home. Gigi says, "Oh my God, and it wasn't Camila." Gigi, it doesn't look like it. According to the Tarot Tea Truth, allegedly, it does not seem like it was her, which does it make sense. It kind of fits our other tarot readings, right? Also, interestingly enough, let's see how Camila feels about this before I start, saying what I think. Let's just let the tarot tea do the talking, as we like to say. What was Camila's reaction? I wonder if maybe she didn't even know about this because if it wasn't with her, and they just kind of went to like a friendship place where it seems like they were kind of like having a very casual relationship just recently, kind of on again, off again energy. I wonder if maybe he told her about it when they saw each other because he didn't want her to be surprised. Like, I don't know. I'm just interested to see what was Camila's reaction to this. Hmm. Seven of Cups, choices. This is like, this person feels like they aren't really sure what to do here. This choices card, sevens or Seven of Cups, like seven is spiritual. And this is kind of in this context, it's like, I don't really know what to think or what to choose. It's like head and heart are in conflict. That makes sense. Like, I feel like that's news that it's like you shouldn't be upset about it because it's not like you were in a relationship with this person and you knew that they were with other people. But there's a part of it that I think would make you very sad if you had like a serious relationship with them, but then maybe relieved. I don't know. It seems like it brought up a lot of feelings, like a lot of cups. Seven of Cups, the spiritual, transformation, the energy of their relationship, which is very deep. Their astrology, it's pretty intense, and they've always had that intense connection. I feel like I think it dug up the feels, a lot of the feels that they both, I think for a long time were running from in a way or trying to heal. Let's see what else. Anything else that comes through for how Camila felt finding out that news? Hmm. Or where she's at now. Oh, Nine of Swords, anxiety. Yep. Dang, when the tarot tea's just spot on tonight. Not sure what to think, conflicted, anxiety, Nine of Swords. Also, nines can be the ending of a cycle. So I feel like, oh my God, it's like, this is so sad, honestly, because it's like these two people, I feel like in different circumstances, in a different time and place, they could have been absolutely perfect for each other. And I would say, maybe down the line in 20 years, they could end up together like Ben and J-Lo, but that's a story that just, I mean, every week there's something about them not working out. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a very close connection, something that is special. They learned a lot of lessons. I don't know, but this is like sad, anxious. I would say, girl, if she's my friend, I say, just take a little break from this energy. Okay. This is really not healthy. This is not good. Oh my God. Heavy. That is so sad. Okay. I'm going to catch up with what you guys are saying. Hi, FitzGL. Welcome. People were posting that they had screenshots of combos where Charlie was saying it was her. Oh my God. FitzGL. Oh my. First of all, thank you for confirming the tarot tea. A part of me loves this. Another part of me is like, I feel like I was punched in the gut. Like, what? That it was her. Oh my God. Okay. What Penny said about like the gold digging, the weird tarot readings that we were doing that kept being like money and all this. Oh, that is so sad and messy. No wonder Shawn feels like he went through another, kind of awakening. If you watch any of his interviews that he's doing about this, it does seem like he has like a new sense of clarity. It's like, oh, he went through something. It's like he went through like a dark night of the soul. Like he dealt with some stuff, and I think he's grown up a lot since his relationship with Camila. And maybe this was part of that, that grow up. Wow. Claire says it's 4:38 a.m. I'm making buns, tarts, confectionery. Oh, nice. That sounds delicious. Although it's good for my figure because I don't eat any of it. Sick of looking at it. Oh my God, Claire, is that the secret? Is that the secret? Okay. Well, thank you for the tip. Because Claire, I have the worst sweet tooth in the world. I made my husband this like white confetti cake, or not confetti, what is it? Coconut cake from like the Dolly Parton box mix. I am not as talented as you, Claire, who's like making it from scratch. But I dressed it up and made it look cute. I surprised. It was for like our engagement anniversary. Well, he ate like probably two slices, loved it. I polished it off over the weekend. Okay. Like I can't stop. My sweet tooth is out of control. So I guess I just need to get sick of it. Love it, Claire. And look at you up at 4:38. You're an inspiration. I'm going to set my alarm a little bit earlier in honor of you for tomorrow morning. Babaloo says she posted a sad picture slash message. I think she didn't know. Oh, maybe like Shawn. I honestly, like, I would, oh my God, if they're hanging out again, like, it would have been good for him to tell her before it comes out in the press. Oh my God. I really hope he didn't just let her be blindsided, especially if they were like talking again. Oh my God, Babaloo. Okay, Sage Moon says 1 of 2. The movie was all right, to be honest. It's definitely a triggering movie. So highly recommend watching it at home. It's a tearjerker with an empowering message, but it was a hard watch for sure. Okay, Sage, thank you for telling us that. Thank you for the true, honest movie tea. Penny says, "Oh, Sage, I'm out." I am too. I am too. I'm out also. This might be a turnaround for their relationship. Penny says, "Okay, so Penny, you think that they may have a breakthrough? Like maybe the situation could be like Camila realizing that, like, the thought of him starting a family with somebody else actually makes it too real to where she, wants to break through. And maybe the same for him because he realizes that there was nothing out there for him, that the grass wasn't greener. Penny, I love that. That is so romantic. And I hope that that is like what actually happens. That would be beautiful. Sage says 2 of 2. The movie ends on a high note, though. So that was a relief. I don't recommend it for anyone who lived through DV, even mental/emotional stuff, because it's triggering. Sage Moon, thank you so much. That was extremely helpful. Yeah, I'm going to just take a little, put that on the shelf. But I'm glad that, like, we got the inside scoop from you. Sage, do you feel like you could see where Justin Baldoni, maybe if he had an agenda that was more about focusing on the man, because one of our tea timers commented that like that's what they had heard or read somewhere, that was part of the rift and like the creative differences between Blake Lively and Justin, was that he was more into trying to get into the psychology of like the man who was the abuser, and that Blake was really trying to focus more on the story of the woman, the female lead, along with like Colleen Hoover. From what you saw, I know that was like from what you saw though, like could you see that being the case, or was it very much still including the man's perspective? I don't know. I'm so curious. I might have to watch it at some point just because I want to see where these creative differences could have like come into play. Hi, Kay. I'm new here. Oh my gosh, Kay. Well, we love new people. Welcome. So happy that you're here. We are spilling the tea, and we were just talking about Shawn Mendes and his new song, Why, and the whole pregnancy scare of it all. So you got here at a juicy time. Glad you're here, Kay. Sage says, Penny D, yeah, for sure. It's definitely a movie that can be skipped. I went in not knowing anything about it, but I guess the movie's based on the author's parents' toxic relationship. Oh, how sad. Okay. Well, and Sageman, I'm sorry that you went in not knowing, because you think like Colleen Hoover, like from what you hear, like, oh my gosh, it'll be a fun, romantic movie. And it does seem like Blake Lively was promoting it from that perspective. That was also very confusing because Justin Baldoni was talking about like some of, in the interview, some of the deeper themes. And he seemed to really be honoring like what women go through and giving the woman's perspective. And then Blake seemed to make it a little bit more lighthearted. I was so confused. That's why I had to do that tarot reading, which if you guys haven't seen it yet, I posted that one. Was it yesterday? What day is it? I've eaten too much sugar. I think it was yesterday. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that reading. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hey TJ, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, Claire, you're so sweet. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. I'm getting married on my You're getting married on your birthday next September? Okay, congratulations. Oh my God. It will be 15 years together and 2 kids later, a Virgo with a lot of patience. Virgos do have all the patience in the world. Well, Claire, I'm so happy that your patience paid off, that you're getting what you have wanted in your heart. We all want what we want in life, and I'm happy that you're getting your happy ending, your fairy tale, happily ever after. And that's beautiful that you guys have 2 kids and have been together 15 years. Sounds like this is the love of your life. So, congratulations. That makes me so happy. And on your birthday, that's just so like that's so beautiful. It's like really birthing like just a new chapter of your life in so many ways. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. Kay says, can you do a reading on the Brooke Schofield tweets? Is she really sorry? Was it a mutual decision for her not to be on the podcast like she says, or Tana's solo decision like she says? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because so when I was going through all of, the stories, I was like, we have so many stories to get through. I want to try to stick to those. But honestly, this is a big one. And it's very timely. So Yes, okay, let's do it. Thank you so much for the request. First of all, before we get into any of this, this goes without saying, I'm sure you guys already know this, but racism of any type, homophobia, transphobia of any type is never okay in my book, not welcome on this channel. Like, I will never excuse it. I will never make any excuse for it. It is not okay. That is just not what the world should be. Anyway, it's actually very upsetting. So, let's see. Was she really sorry? Oh, see, this is like, and I have been keeping up with it. Okay, I was watching like her apology because before all this happened, I did like to watch the canceled podcast as one of my like I have a TV here in my office and I'll just put on different podcasts and just kind of tune in, listen a little bit and then do stuff and not really hear all of it. Just a little bit of chatter, in the house. And that was one of my podcasts I would do that with. And it makes me really sad because I took that out of the rotation along with Cody Co. Like, I feel like everybody's like, I've got like 3 podcasts left hanging on by a thread, which is fine because, you got to be authentic with what you believe. And we've got to work together to make the world a loving, kind place. So it is what it is. But, it's definitely been a time where things are just coming out. So let's start with was it a mutual decision for Brooke really to not come back on the podcast? So if you guys haven't heard, this might be worth like a quick Google because I feel like a lot of people have heard about it and it's actually very entailed. So Brooke Schofield, the person that I did the reading on where she was exposing Clinton Kane, her boyfriend that like said that his mother had died, but his mother was still alive. I think we did this like a couple of live streams ago. And it was this whole thing. And she basically was like put up on this pedestal. Well, she gained all these new followers, all these new people, and they started like, I guess looking at her tweets, looking at her as a person, and it came out that she had some really horrible like racist tweets from I think it was like 2012 to 2015. And rightfully so, people were very upset and, a brand that she had a collab with stopped working with her and she didn't appear on this most recent episode of her podcast that she co-hosts with Tana Mojo, another YouTuber. So very interesting. Let's see. Oh, okay. This one jumped. We're going to take it. And the question here is, was it a mutual decision for her not to show up on the podcast that I believe came out yesterday? It was like late last night, I think like maybe 3 a.m. or something. The death card. Oh my God. When the death card jumps out of the deck, guys, I'm saging after this. Okay. Like, okay. Ooh, there's a major ending here. I don't know that she will come back on the podcast but there's an ending. There's something major ending here. It's more than what we know right now. I'll say that. Let me get a couple clarifiers and let me catch up with you guys. What are y'all saying? TJ says, oh my God. TJ, I love this tea. Okay, I'm going to stay focused on this, but I totally get what you're saying. TJ, I love it. Okay. Oh, you guys, this is so good. I can't wait to come back and read all these. Gigi says, what is it with people and their racist phase? That is not a thing. Like, I do not get that. Like, it was a phase, like, I don't know, it was a phase, like, suck your thumb as a child. Like, there's no such thing as a racist phase. Like, anyway, yeah, I could go on, but, like, you either have hate in your heart or you don't. Like, you can be around people saying terrible things, but you don't have to join in if it's not something that you feel. You can actually stand up for people. You can walk away. I don't get it. I don't align with that. I don't agree. I don't think that that's a thing. We cannot normalize a racist phase. Like, that is definitely something that we should all collectively not normalize. Okay. So the death card. Something's ending. Let's get a clarifier there. It just makes me so sad, honestly, because it's so negative and icky and just like, why? Why would someone say those things? And I don't get it. Okay. Death card. What else? What else about this? 5 of Wands, competition, fighting. I don't think that it was an easy conversation between Tana and Brooke. I just got chills on my legs. Okay. Confirmation. This reminds me of, remember when I did the drawing or the drawing, what am I saying? The reading on Cody Ko, who was also like canceled, but actually, and this is also intertwined, you guys, because Tana is the one that exposed him for the statutory rape. I mean, this is all so dark. The statutory like rape allegations, and he ended up not coming back on his podcast. That was the TMG podcast. And Noelle, his co-host, just like reappeared finally after taking a long hiatus on the 8th, the Lionsgate day. And he announced that he's doing the podcast solo. We did a reading on them also like a couple weeks ago. And the tea was confirmed. Like what actually happened reflected the reading. And I'm getting the same feeling here. I'm getting the same energy here. This is not like what Tana said on the podcast. This is not set in stone yet. She basically said like Brooke will be back. But like what she did was wrong. And it was this whole thing. But Five of Wands, fives are also about freedom, breaking free, breaking out of a situation. The death card with the freedom and conflict card. I do not, I wonder, will the whole podcast get canceled? Actually named canceled. Like, will they both start something? So let's see. I don't think the podcast is going to come back and be the way it was before. Let's see. Okay, what are you guys saying? Kay says, do you think there was a connection between the Clinton Kane stuff and the tweets coming out? I guess they did last year, but she only acknowledged it on Reddit. Mm, I don't know. Kay, it's possible. What I really think is that this, like you said, this did come out, I guess, last year. So I didn't know that it came out because I'm not on their Reddit or, I mean, last year, did they have the podcast last year? I know it went on hiatus. Anyway, I didn't know about it, but then when I looked into it, I saw that this has been a conversation. Like people did know about this, I guess. Like the Reddit threads, people they will find things and put it out there. And I guess maybe last year when she did it or when she said addressed it, I don't know. I wish I knew more about that. But to me, it seems like the Clinton Kane thing brought her more fame and attention. And then I think more people became aware of who she is, and just like the sheer number of people, the odds increased. I think of people seeing like those deep Reddit posts from, I guess, last year or whatever. Cause I think I don't know. It was like more people just were exposed to her. And so there was, I guess, a higher likelihood of someone uncovering this and then sharing it with new followers that also didn't know about this. Cause I didn't know about the tweets. Um, and I followed her since she and Tana like relaunched the podcast. And I guess that was maybe like what, 9 months ago? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she just got more fans and then they found out and were like appalled and shocked. I think it was pretty hidden until now. Okay, so in a roundabout way, the Clinton Kane thing, I guess yes, because through exposing him, she got a lot more attention and then this stuff came out. Okay, and then those fans, turned on her because they're like, "That's not okay." So, Five of Wands, Death card, competition, and ending. What else about this podcast? Will Brooke ever come back? Was it a mutual decision? And then remember, like the Tara Yummy, like like everybody's like, all the podcasts are breaking up. All the people are being exposed. The Fool card, 0, starting something brand new. And this is a blonde person. Okay, here is my prediction. I think that Tana is actually going to start a brand new podcast. She may even move. This, and I'll say this. If I were Tana's like publicist, I would say, maybe the canceled podcast has taken you as far as it can. I would say, let's make like the Fool, rebrand. She's happy in a relationship now. She's been spending a lot of time in Hawaii. She seems like she's just changed so much as a person. She's been sober. And it does seem to me like Brooke is in a very different place. Uh, you know, this racist thing, that alone is a reason to, part ways and not want to, intertwine your brand or do that. So that's one thing. The other thing is I think it's also just been kind of coming to an end for a little bit, in my opinion. It just seems like they are going different ways anyway. So I would say, allow this to be go with your gut and allow this to be the thing that you're like, "Okay, I think we should part ways. I just think we've taken this as far as we can, whatever." I think death card. I think they did have an argument about it. I think Brooke wanted to come back on the show because she felt like if she came back on the podcast, it was sort of like Tana's endorsement. And I think by her not showing up on the podcast, it was more like, oh, it like made her feel like it was even more serious, like they were taking it seriously. Let's see how she feels. Is she remorseful? Does she like, I don't know. I guess let's just see. Not that it really matters. In my opinion, I just think, I don't know. It's bad. Okay. What are you guys saying? Let me check in with y'all. Oh my God. Thank you, Gigi. That's the $1,000,000 question. Yes, it is, Sage. Unevolved, folks. Totally. Gigi, totally unevolved. Honestly, just embarrassing. Like to even be so ignorant. It's embarrassing. TJ says, yeah, the writer did an interview saying she didn't know about the rewrites. Oh, talking about Colleen Hoover. She didn't know about the rewrites? Holy crap. Yikes. Okay, Kay says, and she brought up in one of the apology videos that she wrote a thesis on racism in college. Yes, there's also a tweet of her saying she started getting better grades after writing as a liberal. I did see that too, and I think that's why a lot of people feel very confused because they're like, um, so is she just is she just gonna say whatever she thinks people will like? Is she just saying like okay, so that brings us to our next question from Kay, which was a great question. Is she actually remorseful? Is she actually remorseful, or is this just another one of those, let me say what I think people want me to say so that I can keep my career? How does she actually feel? How does she actually feel? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Sage Moon says, yeah, I'm exhausted seeing this kind of stuff happen over and over again. Like Tana trying to act like a saint while initially defending Brooke rubbed me wrong. But let's not forget Tana's history. So Sage, after this whole thing came out with Brooke, that's when I think it was on the H3 podcast that they said, "Oh, well, Tana's also had this." I didn't know about that, like, either. And so it's like, "What the heck, you guys? Like, what is going on?" I totally understand the frustration, and it's just, like, it's so disappointing because it's like, what is going on? Like, why do all of these people have these horrible tweets? It's like, these awful things that they've done. It's like, "Come on, guys." Like, I don't know. I get it. It's very exhausting. It's very frustrating. The only thing I can say about it that could be slightly positive is that it's being exposed right now. And I keep saying during this Pluto retrograde situation, like retrograding through Aquarius and Capricorn. Aquarius, the people, um, brotherly, sisterly love, truly being a community, using social media though also. And so using those things for good, spreading positive messages of love, being philanthropists, like we're seeing this in sharp contrast to this negative side of Capricorn, which was about power, control, insecurity, ego, all this weird stuff. And I feel like that's why the Diddy stuff's coming out. The racist people stuff that's being exposed, the people who are taking advantage of, children, that's being exposed. It's just like it's all really coming to a head right now. And I think the only positive thing is that we're becoming aware because there's nothing worse than not knowing who you're dealing with, right? Like that's the worst. But it is still horrible. Like it doesn't make it there's really no way to make it okay. Anyway, there actually is no silver lining. It's pretty bad. Okay, so let's just like bad. So okay. How does she really feel? King of Wands, Eight of Cups, walking away. Hold on. King of Wands. Is this talking about a guy or huh? 10 of Wands, a heavy burden. I'll say this, she has a hard road ahead of her. Was this about the Clinton Kane drama? I'm gonna say no, that this is something that would have happened probably eventually one way or another, but I will say that there are people that she has exposed, like, Brooks created some enemies by exposing some people who did some very bad things, but she's definitely, like, put everything out there, and I think that there are people that want revenge. Clinton Kane, Matt Rife, to name a few. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were also helping to, you know, make sure everyone knows about the situation, which is fine. But I think that she has people who are interested in making sure that brands know, that other people know that it's out there in the media. Maybe even sending an email to a publicist and asking the publicist to get in touch with a media outlet to make sure that they're covering this Brooke story. I think there are people who are doing that for sure, people that she's burned. Eight of Cups, I think she's going to have to walk away from the podcast. And I think that 10 of Wands, she has a heavy burden right now, and it's going to be a hard road. I think she's definitely going to experience, oh my God, at the bottom of the deck, guys, Three of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah. She's going to go through a dark period. I mean, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, I guess, Brooke? Jeez. It is a sad situation for everyone who, had to read those tweets and just feel so awful and heartbroken and the prejudice, and it's so bad. So, Brooke, sometimes we make our bed, gotta lie in it, is what it is for her. TJ says, "Yeah, I had to stop reading the tweets people pulled up from Brooke because they made me sick. Decided not to read the Trayvon Martin one." Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, TJ. It's awful. Sage Moon says, "One half." Okay, one of two. After 8 minutes of Tana addressing the tweets in the latest podcast episode, Tana and her friend start interviewing Tana's boyfriend. It's like, so is this only worth 8 minutes of your time? It was jarring. Oh my God. So Sage Moon, I was on the bike and I listened to the apology. Also, Sage, you said that at 11:01 PM, angel number. So I feel like you're speaking some, angel number energy here. So just saying, I think you're in alignment with what's going on here. But yeah, so I turned it off because I didn't really care about the rest of the podcast because I don't really want to like listen to the podcast right now. I'm kind of just like trying to remove myself from but I was trying to listen just because, I thought we may talk about it here and I wanted to see what she had to say. I didn't know that she brought her boyfriend and stuff. Um, so sort of like, did it sort of feel like, okay, we did our obligatory addressing the situation and okay, now let's have fun. That is not gonna work. Like, I think that enough people are feeling this Three of Swords, enough people are just over it. I don't think they're gonna bounce back. I don't think that they can just move on like that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, that was one of two. Sage Moon says two of two. I don't know. The whole podcast should have been stressing the importance of unlearning bigotry the entire episode, especially with a platform of that size. That's such a good point, especially with Tana's, history as well. This would have been a really good time for them to speak super openly about it and maybe to bring on, I mean, Tana grew up with Amari, who is a black person, and she could have brought him on and had him talk, and they could have, like, discussed how harmful racism is and maybe some of his experiences that he's had and, like, bring the situation to light. I mean, that's a great idea to use this to, share, to really share and hear from someone who's been through this so the people watching can understand the gravity of it and turn it around, take what happened with Brooke and use that spotlight to shine a light on an important message. I agree. They totally they missed the boat on that. And that's why I really do think that this whole canceled podcast, I feel like it's coming to an end. I feel like it's run its course. And I mean, it's hopefully people start platforming, people that really have something to say and who are accountable and all right. Gigi says, "What is in the stars that is exposing so many people? Is it the Pluto and Aquarius?" Let me pull up where the stars are right now, literally today. Okay, so where is Pluto? I want to see what degree. Oh my God, guys. Pluto is retrograde at 0 degrees Aquarius. So 0 is the degree of it's a very powerful degree of any zodiac sign. It's basically like the pure essence, like 0 and 1 are like the purest form. And the purest form of Aquarius, like I said, philanthropy, equality, humanitarianism. And in retrograde, that's rethinking, redoing, revealing. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up. Absolutely. Like, I think that this is all about exposing, bringing things back to 0 to start again from like a strong foundation. And I do think people who are not in alignment with this, higher way of thinking, this positive way of thinking, where we're trying to like evolve to. I know this gets very deep and spiritual, but like I think that those shows, those people are being deplatformed right now. And I think it's just naturally happening because the collective is like, we're waking up. We're like, that's not okay. Like, what's going on here? Like, maybe it came out a year ago and people didn't, for some reason, it didn't register the way it's registering now. And that's a shame that it took this long for people to be like, oh, wait, that's really bad. But I do think that we're in a time now where we're making really positive changes, like as a society. But sadly, with Pluto retrograde, it comes through darkness. It comes through seeing the worst of people, through seeing what needs to change, and that's always the hardest part. It's like when you do a demolition on a house, you got to blow up the house or blow up the kitchen or whatever, and then you redo it, and then it's absolutely beautiful. But there is a moment where you're like, this is horrible. This looks so bad. Is it ever going to be better? And that's, I think, the moment we're in now with Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius in retrograde. It's just like, what is going on? Like, ugh. Yeah. So it feels a little hopeless, but it's gonna get better. I know it will, you guys. I know that things are changing. Mm. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't catch this yet because I was just talking, but I'm gonna delete this person who's just putting poop emojis and stuff. They're back. Remember when they were here like a long time ago, you guys? They're back. And they picked a terrible time because we're talking about serious things. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Hi, Nigel. How's it going? Sending blessings right back to you, Nigel. Hope you're doing well. How's your day been? Sageman says, yeah, Pluto and Cap and Aqua got folks shaking in their boots. Boot emoji. That's right. And us tea timers, we're resting easy. We got it. We got our heads on the pillow, just sleeping soundly. It's like, geez, the way you sleep soundly when you haven't been doing bullshit. Okay. TJ says, I wonder if Tana will try to replace her one day. TJ, I feel like maybe she's sort of trying to with Paige, but I don't think it's gonna stick. I don't think it's gonna last. I really from this reading, it just feels like it's an ending. And with that Fool card, I think Tana's gonna move on to something else, which she's been known to do. She's been known to move on. Ooh, also we have this week coming up, something going on. It's like with Jupiter and Gemini. I know that Tana's a Gemini rising, I believe, or she has heavy Gemini somewhere in her chart. Oh my God. I shouldn't have brought this up because I'm like trying to remember what it is. But I have a feeling that, yeah, that I think it's going to become pretty obvious like in the next couple weeks because we have some major planetary shifts. This week's supposed to be like a turning point astrologically, which hopefully will make everybody feel better because we're having a breakthrough. Like we're saying, last week was just kind of like things being exposed, and it just feels very sad and icky and depressing because we're like, what is going on? Like, why are we even talking about this? Like, this shouldn't even be happening. It's just like feels very sad. And I think that this week's supposed to be a turning point of breakthroughs and moving past it. So hopefully, they might announce this week that it's done, or I don't know. Oy. Hi, Liz. You made it. Welcome, Liz. How's it going? Liz, we're talking about Brooke Schofield and the canceled podcast and all the things that have been coming out. Gigi says something that I've been noticing is that a lot of these people being exposed are Scorpio or have something in Scorpio. Does Brooke have something in Scorpio? Interesting. Gigi or Leo. Interesting, Gigi. Okay. Well, with Pluto being the ruler of Scorpio, I mean, I could see how that could maybe that's triggering something. I would be interested to see someone's birth chart that's being like exposed. That would be an interesting astrology investigation to look into that. So far, let's see. Penny says, so far I have been Sa- Sage Gigi, LOL. Oh, safe. Okay. I'm glad you've been safe. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Okay. Kay says, I think Tana speaks in absolutes that make her like yeah, ingenuine. Like I will never say racist things again. I will never use my white privilege. I will forever feel bad. And it's like that's not real. Interesting, Kate. Yeah, speaking in absolutes is usually like a red flag, right? That someone isn't being as mindful. I feel like yeah, that's like an immature it's a very immature way to address things, and it's very, like, grandiose, when in reality, just, like, simply coming down to earth and talking about the experiences and yeah, I feel like the dramatics, it's more to, like, accomplish a goal, right? You're like, "I will never" and it's like when you say big things like that, you're hoping to, like, pull the audience in, right? And, like, get them to agree with you. That's, like, what that feels like, instead of just being genuine and, like, talking and letting people make their own decisions about you, right? It feels a little bit manipulative. I agree, Kay. Sage Moon says that's exactly how it felt. Oh my God, that is the perfect way to put it. Oh, thanks, Sage Moon. Yeah, you know, we can pick up on it, right? I just, my Virgo senses have been feeling really sickened. And yeah, so I did record a reading on oh, wait, no, it was on Mr. Beast because he had some racist stuff coming out, and I did wanna talk about it, and I was gonna, like, refilm that because it, like, made me really sad, and I got, like, emotional on the tarot reading, and then I was like, "Oh, I need to, like, regroup," because I was also, like, sad about the Brooke thing, and I was feeling like that kind of feeling of just, like what we're talking about. It just felt icky and hopeless and sad, and, like, why are we here? What are we doing? So, anyway, I feel very sad about it too. Gigi says, "Be scared, Penny." What are you guys talking about? I totally missed one of the messages. But whatever y'all are talking about, y'all are freaking hilarious. LMAO. Kay says, "You guys are killing me." She's still using her white privilege by going on to continue the podcast without pause. Kay, really good point. Really good point. Yeah, I mean, this isn't just like something that is like a little scandal where someone found out that you were, dating someone else and it's like, "Oh, this person cheated on me." And then you like the person who did the cheating like takes a pause for a week off social media then comes back. It's not this isn't just like some little like drama. I mean, this is something that is very upsetting, very hurtful to many, many people and it is something very serious. And so, yeah, I agree with you that it's very strange to just try to skate over it. Like, "Oh, we're really sorry about that." Okay. Anyway, so now my boyfriend's here and we're going to have fun. It's like, what? Like, what are y'all doing? Yeah. You know what? And they even do like sometimes they'll talk about things like their trauma from the past, right? And their podcast does get pretty deep. It would have also been interesting to have on maybe someone who's like an expert, like a professor who has written a book about, racism in this country, or maybe someone who is a psychologist or a psychiatrist who can talk about, how damaging it is and like they could have done something substantial, something meaty, something that really shows how much they care, and they didn't. Yeah, that is such a good point, you guys. Okay. Kay is spitting facts. Kay is spitting facts. Kay says, and she only feels sorry and regrets things after her followers have negative things to say about it. That is true. That is true. And that is just a clear sign of someone being manipulative. It's like you're only gonna do things when it benefits you. Is that how you really feel then, you know? When it doesn't benefit you and you still do the right thing, like, that's a sign of someone being genuine. Yeah, it's very strange. Agree, Brit. You started that at 11:11 PM. Wait, Penny, what? What did I start at 11:11? What did I start? Oh my god, Penny. Nigel says, "Been great so far. Just graduated 2 days ago." Oh my god, Nigel. Hell yes. Nigel, that is so exciting. Congratulations. You just graduated 2 days ago. So this was like right in that time period with the Leo, what do you call it? Oh my god, the 8-8 Lionsgate. I just got too excited. Nigel, I'm so pumped. The Lionsgate, that was like within 2 days. So you are basically in this brand new exciting chapter of abundance. You're walking through that Lionsgate with like a graduated person. Like, congratulations. Oh my god, this is amazing. We're so happy for you. And that is not easy. I'm sure you worked really, really hard. Okay. TJ says the Jupiter Mars conjunction. Mm. Oh, is that what's happening this week? The Jupiter Mars conjunction. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm a little bit nervous about that, not because of like cancellation purposes, just because of like what I've seen a couple of astrologers saying. And I try to keep it very positive. Like, I don't, because honestly, astrology is just something that you can interpret, right? And things that may be filled with tension can also be looked at as a catalyst for change or a new beginning, right? So I try to keep it positive. I don't like to let astrology like freak me out. And that's unhealthy. It's just like be aware of like what's going on with the transits. It can be helpful. I try to keep it kind of light. But what some astrologers were saying, they're like, this is like the one conjunction and and however long. I'm like, what the heck's gonna happen? I think it'll be all right. Mars can be good. Mars is our passion. So we're gonna expand our passion, you guys. We're gonna expand our energy. We're just gonna use this for our own strength. That's how I'm gonna think about it. I love the start. Oh my god, thank you, Liz from Amazon. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Liz. They're fun, aren't they? They're so cute. I love them too. They're like very cozy. Wait, let's see. Bryant says, "Isn't this a Mercury retrograde?" Yes, it is happening right now. That's right, Bryant. So, communication, things are changing, things are shifting. So, yeah, there's a lot happening right now. There's a lot happening in the cosmos. TJ says, let's see. Yeah, it's in the microwave, right? Oh, yeah. I like that one. It's in the microwave. Penny says, Brit, Gigi said people that are being exposed have Scorpio in their charts. You and me, Scorpio, sis. Ooh. Ooh. What are we being exposed for, Penny? For being amazing. Okay. Kay says, the universe is like, no, no, put your money where your mouth is. This stuff didn't go away. That's right, Kay. That's right. With Pluto, with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, like we've been talking about, I mean, and also we've been saying this on this channel for a long time. It's like that saying, what is done in the darkness always comes to light. It always does. Like it just does. That's why karma takes care of itself. If somebody's being nasty or like unethical, you know that eventually they're going to do it to the wrong person. They're going to do it one too many times. Someone is going to find out. Like eventually it's going to come back to bite them. Like nothing goes unpunished. It's just like, and it's not even really punishment. I think it's just like people just realize and they move away from that person. And I've seen this happen like a million times in the entertainment industry, you guys. There have been people who have just been not great people. I'll just leave it at that. And I've just kept my blinders on, just working, doing my thing, staying focused because, trying to get someone back or trying to, have a conflict with somebody, like you just got to stay focused. It's not really going to do anything. And this is like work stuff. And every time I have seen that, like, when I've walked away, that person has ended up getting fired or getting like demoted or leaving the company, like every time, every time. So I think that this is definitely one of those astrological periods where it's just the lights being shown. Like Pluto is going to leave no stone unturned. Pluto is the god of the underworld. So it's like the worst things that have happened, they're coming to the surface. So you can run, but you can't hide. That's all I'll say. So, fix your hearts, people. Not you guys. I'm talking about the influencers who are like doing the racist stuff and all that. Like, fix your hearts. Like, don't worry about what the internet thinks about you. Like, come on. Okay. So, Sage says Toad's anxious about that conjunction too. Sometimes the Astro reports teeter on fear mongering. Okay, Sage, when they do, and I just unsubscribed from one of the newsletters today because that's what I felt like it was. Because I was like, what? Because Pluto, or not Pluto, I'm sorry, Jupiter, I'm going to look into it more. Maybe I'll do a post about it on our community tab because I want to put us tea timers at ease. And also for my own Virgo sun anxious self, Sage Moon, we're in the same boat with that. Yeah, I'm going to do some research into it and form my own opinion because yes, the fear mongering can get intense. And I feel like it's sometimes like people just want to get clicks or whatever. Because right now, Jupiter is actually in a really great place in Gemini, expanding communication. That's another thing, you guys. Jupiter is in Gemini, which is associated with communication and messages. So people who have like sent text messages or posted tweets or something that's been hidden on Reddit, Jupiter expands things, expands like the visibility, the reach. So that's another reason why I think oh my hair's like, there's another reason why I think things are being exposed in this way right now. Like old tweets are coming up because Jupiter is going to like, it just pulls everything out into the open. And yeah. So it's like a whole machine working right now, bringing everything to light, doing a little cleansing of the cosmic consciousness, I think. All right. So, wait, what are you guys saying now? Hold on. Oh, Liz is going to bed. Good night, Liz. Okay, sweet dreams. I need to go to bed, so don't say anything juicy. Well, Liz, I'd have to get her off right now. Well, Liz, have a great start to the week. Thank you for joining us for the part that you could be here for. Sweet dreams. Night night. Oh my God, so funny. Gigi says I'm a Gemini rising. I've been loving it so far, despite the Mercury retrograde. LOL. Yes. Gemini rising. I bet it's been really good, huh? So you're like expanding, you got Jupiter on your ascendant. That is so nice. Just like fun. You've been having more fun, Gigi. TJ says I also looked it up, and Jordan Childs, Olympic gymnast, is having her Gemini Jupiter return, and that explains some of the insane gymnastics drama. Okay, I'll have to look into that a little bit deeper. Interesting. You guys are bringing the tea. I'm going to screenshot that, TJ. I want to look that up later. That is really interesting. Look up that birth chart. I looked up Simone Biles' birth chart, but I didn't have her like birth time, and I was like, "Ugh, I really wanted her rising sign and houses to be able to like talk about anything happening now." So anyway, but she's a Pisces sun. Gigi says, but my BFF is also a Gemini rising along with her moon, and she's mad as hell. Oh no, along with her moon. Yeah, so I guess her feelings might be being magnified right now, her emotions. And if there are things that she needs to, heal or look into or get support for, definitely with everything going on in the cosmos, this can be a time where, you can be kind of mad because you're like, I got to deal with this crap. Oh man. Penny says, oh, you're talking about the Olympic stuff. I think all that is terrible, but I did feel sorry for the Romanian girl. Okay, I'll need to look that up. Roller Girl says Alex Earl got knocked down too. Yes. I forgot about that. I did see that also. And was it also wait, what was that one for? Wait, was she also I don't really follow Alex or Earl very much, to be honest with you guys. I kind of think she's a little bit annoying. I like her. I think she's beautiful. Like she's a pretty person and she has great style. But I think she's like, I don't know. I just don't resonate. I think she's kind of annoying. Sorry, I do. Um, was it racism as well for her? Maybe I didn't hear about this. Maybe I didn't. I think I was thinking of a different influencer. I have not been keeping up as much with this stuff. So, if so, glad she got exposed. But yeah, they're getting knocked down. TJ says, I felt bad until the racism, but America's trying to appeal. The appeal. Oh, okay. The Olympic tea. I got to look into the Olympic tea. Sage Moon says, oh my God, I'm cracking up. Yes, the Scorpio tea tribe are getting exposed for being fabulous. Sage Moon, I love it. Oh my God. It's like, Sage, you're adorable. It's like, yeah, just like don't do bad things. And then You don't have to worry about it. When things are getting exposed, you're like, don't have to worry about what could come out. Kay says, I like that you don't fear monger. I'm a Virgo rising. Oh my God. Virgo energy. We love it. And I feel like we can make our own perspective by putting a positive spin on anything. The whole point of life is to be alive. And what's yes, Kay, you just like spoke to my spirit. I love that you feel that way. I wholeheartedly agree. And yes, like, and did you know that's like a Virgo thing too, to like try to purify things and find the good and like elevate the good? It's very Virgo energy of you. You probably knew that being a Virgo rising. Sage Moon, you definitely do that also. But yeah, we can turn it around. We can make something good. And when we focus on the good is more likely to happen. So yeah, I'm not about the fear mongering, but thank you. That's so sweet you said that. Bad can be a lesson that makes us better or happens for the better. 100%, Kay. 100%. And it can be things that need to happen. Like even what's going on now, what we're talking about, it's really sad and depressing and awful. But if these things were going on behind the scenes and we didn't know and we were supporting these creators and letting things just go under the radar, and all the while platforming and giving money to people who, you know, who have a lot of learning and growing to do and are just not what we want to support. Like we just, it's good that it came out as painful as this is, right? And so, yeah, I feel like anything bad can help you in some way. Truth is important. Oh my god, they should give them both medals. Oh my god, I gotta look into this afterward. Have fun, Brit. It's wild. Really? You guys, do I need to do a separate tarot video on that? Maybe I do. Okay, I'm gonna read about it later and I'll see. All right. So, should we do another who's next on our list? Zac Efron drowning? Should we talk about that? I don't want to be like Tana and be like, okay, so we'll put a pin in that and let's move on to other fun things because this is something important and serious. And I don't know. Maybe there's like maybe for my TV show, maybe there is some sort of what I was suggesting that Tana do. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I could do that and put that on ABC down in Texas. There are probably some people who would benefit from hearing that. Okay, I'm going to put that in my cap. And maybe that's what to do. But what do you guys she said the N word trying to be cool. Oh, that Alex Earl did that? Are you kidding me? I did not hear about this. What? Oh my god. Okay. I'm like in shock. So she's done. So she's over. Bye. Kay says, I'm Scorpio Sun, Capricorn Moon, Virgo rising. Oh my God. Kay. Earth, water. I like it. You're very intense. I like that energy. This retrograde has been tough. I'm sorry. But trying to stay positive and just think the universe is just shaking things up for my highest good. Totally, Kay. It totally is. Um, yeah. After I guess I'll say this since we're being serious. So after I hit my head like last week, which was not funny, but I don't know, it like gave me some anxiety, which I guess is normal if you when you like have like a little head injury, sometimes you can have anxiety from it. Anyway, long story short, I was like, it's Mercury retrograde. This is happening in my 8th house of transformation. I've been wanting to go to a therapist and work on like some of my anxieties and some things that I want to better myself as a person. And so I was actually motivated through that bad experience and through Mercury retrograde to get with a new therapist. I've had one meeting. She's amazing. It's like so positive. We're working on different mindsets and growth. So I just share that to say, okay, if you're going through something like that too right now, where you're feeling like you're being tested, yeah, hopefully like you'll use it for good, whether it's, getting with a new therapist or starting something like a new workout routine. Like Virgos love wellness. We thrive on that. So with that Virgo rising and Venus there with your rising sign right now, like I would say lean into the beautiful Virgo things of like wellness, self-care. So like journaling, things like that can make you feel uplifted. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Okay, TJ says, ew, I know, right? Now we're disgusted. Put her on our list. That's crazy. Jada Kate says, oh, the bronze medal drama. Yeah. God. Shelly says, hey, how are you? Libra here. Hi, Shelly. I'm doing great. Welcome, Libra. We love Libra energy. My husband's a Libra sun. They're wonderful. Vergang, yes, a new member of the Vergang. Although everyone's an honorary Vergang member in our hearts, aren't they, Sage? Okay, Gigi says, "I just looked up Simone's chart and it's AA rating, Pisces, rising, moon, and Gemini." What? Okay, I've gotta start looking at I don't wanna throw anybody under the bus, but I've been using this one website. I think I gotta change now. I did not know that. Thank you, Gigi. I'm gonna find that then. Interesting. Yes, Zac Efron. Okay. Shall we? We shall. We shall. But we will not forget this, and it is important, and it's not something to just move through quickly. And I'm gonna put a pin in this for my journalistic side. We'll see if I can put together something else later for the TV show that I work on. Okay. Kay says, "Is he a yacht boy?" Okay. Kay, you were killing me today. Oh my God. Roller Girl says, "I'm definitely curious about the swimming incident. Zac Efron's issues, result of addiction." Jaded Kate wants to know. Oh my God. Okay. Well, Gigi says, "Yacht boy." Yacht boy, Joaquin's movie. What have I been missing? Gigi, I love you. It's so funny. Thank you for your advice. Oh my gosh. Well, us tea timers, we just support each other. So thank you for being open too. Good night, Penny. Sweet dreams. I hope your bread turns out amazing. Let us know. I'm sure it will. Penny's just living her best life. Penny, you inspire me if you're still in here. Just like green thumb, making stuff in the kitchen. Love it. Okay. Kay says, "My husband is a Virgo sun. Haha. So lots of Virgo in our house. So much Virgo." I love that. I love that for you guys, though. Okay. Let's see. Astro theme. They always cite the source. Thank you, Gigi. Astro theme. I'm going to remember that. Appreciate it. All right. So, Zac Efron. So, apparently, Zach has been, having some issues. There was a blind item that basically said that he wasn't being a very nice person to some other people like that were lifeguards. And this was, by the way, on a comment. So I don't know. This is alleged for entertainment purposes for sure. I read this on a comment on one of Sloane's videos. Who, he did a video talking about this. I think it came out maybe yesterday, maybe earlier today, but he just covered, the story. And somebody commented that they have, so this is very third, fourth, fifth hand, that they have a friend who is a lifeguard and was working with Zach when he was doing like one of his exploration, like he was doing that TV series where he was like traveling the world and doing all this stuff. And they said that he was kind of like a know-it-all and difficult to work with. And saying that they wonder if, maybe he was taking too many risks and that's why he got hurt, in this most recent incident in Ibiza, where apparently what reps are saying is that he dove into a swimming pool. His chest hit the bottom, I guess, of the pool. And then he was unresponsive or just like laying in the water. They had to pull him up and out. He seemed dazed. And then he went to the hospital, and then supposedly he's fine now, and he just posted a photo working out. But what's weird is this is not the first incident that he's had. Remember when he had the issue where he fell in his house and he had his jaw looks really different now. Now, was his jaw change really because of that incident, or did he just have jaw filler? Matt Rife is another one, allegedly for entertainment purposes, that looks like he's had jaw filler and everyone claims it's natural. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's pull some cards and see like what is really going on with Zac Efron. There just seems to be a lot of confusion. Also, before getting on here, I watched a quick interview that he did very recently on Jimmy Kimmel. He seems to me, just from the outside, like he's very disconnected from his emotions. He seemed very like surface. A lot of people when they go on these talk shows, like they're really like bubbly and they're speaking from the heart. And I don't know, you can just kind of feel it that they're being genuine. With him, it just seemed like he wasn't being genuine. And even like he couldn't remember the name of his camp, but he was telling this story about going to camp. And he said, "Oh, yeah, my parents didn't care about," like, I don't know. I feel like there's like some trauma there with him or something. Anyway, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so what are you guys saying? What? Oh my god. Hold on. TJ, I have to come back to this. That is amazing tea that you are spilling up there. Okay. I'm coming back to that tea. TJ says, yes, I'm a film Twitter girl. So I've been delving in. It's a gay film. Oh my God. Okay. I'll have to come back to all this. Oh my God. I want to know. Kay says, I sometimes wonder if Zach went through anything as a child actor, right? Similar to what's come out about Nickelodeon actors, he was acting pretty young on shows. Okay, Kay, funny you say that because in the story about, let's see, the story that he was telling about camp, he said it was like an acting camp for people who are in college, but he went when he was 13. And Jimmy Kimmel was like, whoa, that's weird. That this was like in the context of why his parents didn't care or whatever. They were like he was like, "Oh, well, was that weird? You being so young with these college kids?" I mean, and Zach was kinda like, "Oh, yeah, well, I guess I was, like, the youngest one there, but, like, I did lie about my age." Like, it just seemed like something was off, and then Jimmy was like, Were your parents worried? Like, did they care? Like, what did they think about all this?" And he goes, "Oh, they didn't care. They just wanted me out of the house." So it definitely felt sad, like neglect and like what you're saying, like child actor, not supervised. Anyway, let's just see. What's going on with Zac Efron? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What is going on? Okay. This one popped out. We're going to take it. 10 of Cups. This is a family energy. You got the mom, the dad, and little child in the front. So I think we are tapping into something with the family. Let's get another card. Oh, we're going to take both those. We have the Sun card and we have the Chariot reversed. Something blocking happiness. There's something that has been blocking his happiness. Hold on. Let me get a couple more clarifiers before I interpret this. This is kind of complicated. Of course. It's like, what did we expect? 9 of Cups. Love this. This is like self-care, taking care of yourself, literally like what we were just talking about. Okay. Like just like self-care and like taking care of you, doing what makes you feel good, giving yourself a little bit of TLC, especially during tough times. Okay, let me get a couple more clarifiers. This is like a full-on story coming through for Zach. 3 of Cups. 3 is a crowd, but also creativity. Oh, okay. This is, yeah. Knight of Wands. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't know much about Zac Efron's dating history. First, I was thinking this was childhood. This is not childhood. This is like recent, allegedly for entertainment purposes. I don't remember hearing about him being in a serious relationship ever. Like, do you guys, y'all know about excuse me? Oh my god. So sorry. Okay. Do y'all know about do y'all know about a serious relationship that he's been in? Because this is what we're getting. He was in a serious relationship that he thought was going to be the end all be all. Like, he was in love with somebody, okay? Allegedly. 10 of Cups, a wish fulfillment, thinking that he would even start a family with this person. The Sun card was what he expected. He was really happy. Like, he was in a place where he thought, like, everything was gonna work out, basically. Like, and then we have this 9 of Cups, like, this energy of, like, I have everything that I ever wanted, like, so much happiness. But then we have this Chariot reversed, and there are 2 men on this card. So, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, I think that he found out that this person cheated on him, okay? And Mars energy, this is like your confidence. This is your will, your drive, your motivation to move forward in life. And at one point, he was moving forward with that in the upright towards the Sun card. But when he found out about this cheating incident, and what confirms that, by the way, is this 3 of Cups, this 3 is a crowd energy of there being another person that he found out about. I think that he took it too far. Knight of Wands. It's like, okay, remember when we were talking about like Shawn Mendes earlier and how it seems like he like he got hurt or whatever, and he just kind of went wild for a little bit. And then he had this like pregnancy scare situation. And now it seems like he's sort of started to mature again. It's almost like Knight of Wands, like he was just moving too fast, running away. I mean, on this horse, like just running away with passion, throwing himself into something else, almost like running away from heartbreak. Because at one point, everything was working out for him. He experienced some sort of loss, chariot reverse, lost his motivation, lost his Mars energy, his will. Um, and then he kind of just flung himself forward with passion. And I think he's doing too much. Maybe drinking too much, maybe too many recreational substances. And I think that this is a really big wake up call for him. And I hope that he answers that wake up call and makes a change. And I don't know, because it's very sad because then, you I think the universe gives you some warnings. You're lucky. And if you ignore those, the next morning you might not be as lucky. So it's very sad. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Dr. Anna. I really appreciate that. That is so kind. Thank you for watching. Okay. What are you guys saying? I remember seeing Zach on interviews during the High School Musical days, and he seemed so sweet, right? So sweet. Vanessa Hudgens, maybe. Maybe how long did they date? I feel like this is because I got like a family card. I feel like this was like an adult relationship. So maybe when like honestly, I'm thinking the past few years. Like I don't Vanessa Hudgens may have been too long ago. I think there was someone else. Maybe we didn't know about it. Maybe we didn't know maybe he wasn't public about it, but this is something that was more recent and I think he's still reeling from that breakup. And I've gotten that energy for him before in a past reading that someone requested like a long time ago. I got something about heartbreak. There's like a heartbreak energy around him, which is very sad. But he can't like self-destruct. I think he's really got to put the brakes on. And by the way, this happening during Mercury retrograde, Pluto doing its reset. I think that this is really like a time for him to wake up. He has like an opportunity right now. Oh Lord. Okay. No. Kay says there were like nudes I think he had leaked during that time. So his nudes were leaked or Vanessa Hudgens' nudes were leaked? Okay, Gigi says his nudes. Yeah, Gigi, we're asking the same question. Gigi and I are on the same page. TJ says he dates a lot of non-famous girls. Okay, I feel like it was one of the non-famous girls then, like someone recent, but that he was very in love with. Ibiza is a huge party spot. Yeah, right, Roller Girl? Like, maybe he was partying or something. It seems to me like he's someone who was trying to party away the pain, party away the sadness, and I think that's very dangerous. Um, yeah, and now we see, that it's not. And he's very lucky that it wasn't worse. Oh my god. And Gigi says, "Yeah, no one goes to Ibiza to chill, right?" Kay says, "I googled his most recent, and he dated Vanessa Valadares, an Australian model in 2020." Okay, Kay. And do you know if does it say anything about her cheating on him or moving on really quickly with someone else? Because 2020, that would be yes, like, that feels like the right time frame for this. Because it feels like it wasn't, like, just yesterday, but it seems like it's something he's been running from for a while. He's been to rehab before, I believe in 2013, and wasn't 2013 around the jaw incident where he shattered his jaw, supposedly, and that's why he has, like, a very, very strong, almost, like, um, cartoon, like, I don't know, superhero jaw now. Oh, his news were leaked. Oh, no. Dang. That's sad and, like, weird. Yeah, it's giving messy energy, right? Like, it's giving, like, maybe he's putting himself in the wrong situations around the wrong people because he's sad. Maybe he needs to use this Mercury retrograde to, like, reevaluate. Hopefully, he will. I really hope he will. Nigel says, "I'm a Sag sun, Sag rising, Scorpio moon." Oh my god, Nigel, Scorpio moon club. Woohoo. And this Mercury retrograde has been interesting so far and got me wanting to read history books and poetry and write more. I don't know why. Oh my God. Answer the call, Nigel. Answer the siren's call. I love it. Oh my God. I just that's so interesting. Maybe it's your Scorpio moon. You're wanting to like delve deeply into things by like writing and reading. Scorpio moons love to like get the underlying, I mean, the tea. That's why we're both here spilling the tea, Nigel. But wow. Okay. I kind of love it. And then Sag Sun and Sag Rising, philosophical. Ooh, I say do it. I say at least try it out during the Mercury retrograde. Let us know how it goes too. That's exciting. Bryant says he dated Sammy something that cheated on him. Okay. Okay, Bryant. Well, that's really interesting. Maybe it was her. It was someone that basically broke his heart. And I feel like he hopefully this is his wake up call to be like, okay, I have to like take control back over my life because it seems like he was heartbroken and then tried to numb the pain. But then now it's like affecting his whole life, where he could have like been so injured that he lost his life. So hopefully it's a wake up call for him. Let's just pull a card and see, like, is he going to learn from this? Let's just see. Hopefully we get something very positive about him, like, having a realization or a lesson card or something. Ended on a high note for Zac Efron. I feel really bad for him now. Feels like he had a lot of trauma and then was heartbroken and just kind of like trying to run from it. He's got to face it. Thank goodness. Okay. Oh, I was really worried. Page of Cups, emotional new beginning, fresh start. Amazing. I think that after this incident, I do think it was a wake up call. It makes sense that his PR team is trying to downplay it. I think anybody's PR team would want to downplay this. But I think behind the scenes, there was probably some really serious discussions with him about needing to make a change. And I think that this was dramatic enough to where, if other people hadn't been there, he would have lost his life. And I think it was a dramatic enough experience for him that he realized, I really have to make a change or I'm not going to be here anymore. I mean, I think it made him stop in his tracks. And he's going to be working on himself and experiencing an emotional new beginning. Page of Cups, a renewal, a fresh start emotionally. I love that. Don't you love a happy ending? See, exactly like what we were just saying, Kay, right? Like something bad can turn to something good, even if it's something that you would not wish to experience. So there you go. I'm not saying that that's what's coming next to this Jupiter situation this week, but just saying I like that it's going to actually help him in the long run so that he can have hopefully a long and happy life and not that was just that's so sad. That's so sad. See, and you never know, someone can seem to have everything, but deep down they're struggling. So sending him love. Okay, and then because it's almost or it's almost 12 o'clock here, I am going to end on wait, should we end on whatever you guys were just talking about? Because I have a few more, but these could be separate little tea videos I could do this week. I want to see. Oh no, someone is back. We are going to put them in timeout. There's this thing, it says put them in timeout. Oh my God. Tarot Destroyer is back. You guys, this person, whoever they are, honestly, God bless them. They were like terrorizing our chat like when I first started doing live streams, and now they've come back around. Oh God. Okay. What were you guys saying? Let's end on y'all's tea about Joaquin Phoenix. If I can find it. Jada Kate says the amount of celebs trying to lie about getting plastic surgery. Let's see. TJ says, I have all the tea today. Yes, you do, TJ. You guys are all bringing some freshly brewed tea tonight, and I appreciate it. Oh, wait, here it is. I found it. Okay, TJ. At Gigi, Joaquin backed out of a movie 5 days before filming. It has cost production millions of dollars. Stakeholders are mad. Mind you, he co-wrote the movie and pushed for it to be graphic. What? Wait, Gigi, I'm with you. I was thinking the same thing. What? Nigel says, "Oh, shiz." Roller Girl says, "What movie?" Seriously, what? Okay, we'll end on this one because this is kind of a light and breezy little psycho energy that's just a little bit silly. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. TJ says, yes, I'm a film Twitter girl, so I've been delving into it. It's a gay film, and he co wrote it and got it greenlit off of his name. And now he backed out, and it's supposed to shoot tomorrow. Crew is out of a job. Are you serious, TJ? It's supposed to start shooting tomorrow? What? TJ said it's bad. That is really bad. Hey, Lawyer Moog. Oh my God. Did I say hi to him? I don't know if I did. Well, he's in the next room. I'll say hi to him in a second. Didn't mean to neglect my own husband in the chat. Dang. If you're still in here, Lawyer Moog, I'm sorry. The tea has just been so hot tonight. The tea's been spilling everywhere. Okay. So let's end on this note. What the heck is going on with Joaquin Phoenix? Let's just pull some general energy cards and see what comes through. I mean, that sounds absolutely insane. Why do you turn on a dime like that? Especially if you've pushed for it to be very specific way. It's like maybe they'll have to rewrite it if they can even still use it. My God. Roller Girl says Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde will get you every time. Katie says, if anything I learned this year, the celebrity world just isn't what it seems. Okay, 1,000%. 1,000%. I could even tell y'all some stories that I have too. I might do that in the members only, but then I become like an exposing channel or something. I don't know. I'll tell you this, okay? Totally agree. Not all it's cracked up to be. Not what it seems. Very much. I feel like any like healthy person emotionally, like you're gonna see a lot of that stuff, and you're gonna want to go the other way. It's it's a lot of greed. It's a lot of egos, a lot of insecurity. It can just be downright nasty. I mean, it's weird. And not all of it, not everybody, for sure. But it's a lot of people who are very unhappy. And it's shocking because you're like, wow, this person has everything and they're this unhappy. Or they're cheating on their spouse or something. And you're like, what is like it's just not, it doesn't make you feel good inside, you know? I think that's why we see a lot of this unhinged kind of behavior. All right. Trust me, appreciating our own lives, that's where it's at. I'll just tell you that. Like, we're probably all happier than 99% of the people in Hollywood. And I truly believe that. Okay. So, Joaquin Phoenix, what the heck happened? What in the world? Justice. Interesting. Well, I think there are going to be some legal repercussions. We'll say that. The tarot tea, yeah, is coming right on through with this one. Justice. Yeah, they might sue him over this. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. He just says they built entire sets for this film. Oh my God. I feel bad for his co-star because he doesn't get paid now either. And he's a younger, newer actor that was probably looking forward to this. Can you imagine if you think you're going to get your big break and then like the day before or like the week before it starts filming, you just learn that it's nothing, like that it's gone? Oh my God. Hopefully he'll get like cast in something else. That's so sad. Yes, Joaquin. Tea time, TJ says. Claire says, oh, I'm going to miss you now. I love listening to you as I work. Oh, Claire, that is so sweet. Thank you so much, Claire. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love stories. LOL. Kay says. Let's see. I did not mean to pull this many, but we are going to take them. Oh my God. All right, guys. First, we have the Four of Swords. This is healing. There's a healing energy. Someone is healing after Seven of Swords. This is like my thief, my liar. This is a really bad card. This is my card that represents like, I mean, a thief in the night. That look at this person. They're dressed in all black so that they're not seen. And they have all these swords. They're stealing them. And this is like maybe stealing intellectual property because swords are associated with, you know, messages and communication. This could also be communication in the form of like film and television. There's something about stealing. Someone needs to heal from like someone was really like feels knocked the F out by this whole experience. Like, I need to go on vacation. This was crazy. And then we have the moon card. This is like confusion. Very confusing. This has been a very confusing time, a lot of mystery, a lot of lies. These are actually this is so weird. These are actually a lot of the cards that I got for the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni feud, which is interesting because that is also about a feud that happened on set about creative differences with a film. So because these are very similar cards, I'm going to take that as a little hint from from the tarot T universe that it's kind of similar. There was something about creative differences, but someone was trying to do something and push the envelope in a certain way behind someone else's back, but Joaquin's the one that walked away. Okay, hold on. Why did Joaquin walk away? What was the reason? What was ultimately the reason that Joaquin Phoenix walked away from the movie? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It has to do with money. Now, in the upright, this is about slow and steady winning the race. In reverse, this is someone who wants to move really fast, who wants a lot of money. Maybe he felt like, so, okay, hold on. Did you, or wait, TJ, you said that they built sets, like entire sets for the film. Something about the money, and I don't know what exactly this, he would need, like, if they would need certain I don't know, this to me is like extra expenses, like, he wanted more, and he wasn't getting it, and this feels like pitching a fit. It feels like a tantrum or something, being like, "Well, if it's not gonna be perfect, I'm not doing this." Like, it's like, "Well, I need" like, it's like, "Well, I need more money to build XYZ set, or I need certain cinematography elements or whatever." And, "Oh, well, there's no budget for that? Okay, well, then I'm leaving." Like, it's very this is earth sign energy, so it's very fixed, but it was about money for him. Something happened with the money, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ugh, this is my cup runneth over. So this is something that was once very positive and exciting. The cup just all the water just poured right out. It's like this was a quick reversal. I think this shocked a lot of people. I don't think that this is something that people saw coming. The moon card. I have goosebumps on my arms. I don't know why. It's like very, very weird. What else? Judgment. Judgment. We also got this card. I also got this card for the It Ends With Us drama. Very similar storyline that happened behind the scenes with both of these. Kind of weird. There, okay, so there had something had to do with it's kind of layered though with this one. So there was something about the subject matter that Joaquin Phoenix felt that he had ownership over. He wanted it to be very specific. And you were saying that he was like wanting to push the envelope or something. I think that he was very into this project, very enthralled by it. So I think he wanted it to be perfect. I think he got controlling, pushy. This card can also be associated with Capricorn energy. And in the upright, Capricorn's an amazing leader and great at building structure. In the reverse, it can be very greedy, very fixed, very stubborn, hard to work with. So it seems like something about this he turned, wasn't getting what he wanted, judgment, made a judgment, decided to walk away. I think they did try to keep him. I think they tried to make him happy. I think he found out that they were maybe manipulating or lying to him in some way. And I think that the people who he was working with are in Four of Swords energy, just trying to heal now. Like, I think it really, I don't want to say traumatized, but I feel like this was a really bad experience for a lot of people. Yuck. Okay, what are you guys saying? God, it's like, it's so stressful, you guys. Even just reading the cards, it feels stressful. Imagine being like on that set behind the scenes, dealing with all that money and having those horrible fights. GG, very shallow world. Agreed. Sage says, whoa. Roller girl, Joaquin is a Scorpio, I believe. Oh, the Scorpio is being exposed. Totally. That is so on par with our themes tonight. Thank you, Roller Girl. Yes, I will do a quick Nicola and Luke. I will. Thank you, Dr. Anna. I will do that after this. I don't want to keep everybody up too late, but yes, I'll do that really fast. Let's see. They strike again. No shade. None, no shade taken, TJ. Gigi says, "My theory still holds. Joaquin is a confirmed Scorpio." Oh my god, y'all are so funny. Love it. So are the Scorpios who aren't exposed for doing anything bad just considered genuine good people? Love it. Okay. Um, yes, Roller Girl, an established director. That's who he pulled this mess with. This is not good. Roller Girl says, TJ says, yeah, they said he got cold feet about the scenes. Dude, you wrote it. Hmm. I got this weird feeling, you guys, that was it really cold feet? Hold on. Because I was getting like he wanted it to be he wanted it to be perfect and he wanted to control it. And there was something about the money. But maybe it wasn't money financially, maybe it was control. Because pentacles are money, but they're also control. Earth sign energy, the fixed energy of like wanting to get your way. Dr. Anderson says, I'm a Scorpio rising. Yay. Well, you're being exposed right now for being amazing. I'm no lawyer, but they can definitely sue, right? Gigi, justice card. Heck yeah, they're going to sue. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. He made a very bad decision here. This does not make sense. Okay, did he get cold feet? I'm gonna take them both. They're like sticking together. Oh, 4 of Cups, disappointment. 6 of Cups. This is like a couple, a significant other. You guys said there were like romantic scenes. Yeah, something about him being disappointed about the romantic scenes. Looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. This is the perfectionist thing. It's similar to what Justin Baldoni was, like what the reading was for him about It Ends With Us. This is very similar. Watch, they like make a movie together. They're like both like, yeah, exactly, man. Like, I agree. Just what is that like meme? Like two girls just hyping each other up. Like, I could see the two of them like either like killing each other or making a movie where they're totally aligned. Because Justin has a lot of Scorpio in his chart too. It seems similar. Oh, wait, yeah, and Scorpio is being exposed. I think Justin was also exposed. So I think, yeah, I think that this was a situation where he wanted what he wanted. He was very stubborn, very fixed. He thought that he could get what he wanted by storming off. I don't think that he meant for it to actually end. I think it's one of those things where you're like, well, if I make a big scene, then maybe they'll come after me because I'm such a big actor. Like there was something that happened where it was dramatic. And I think that now the other people around him are having to heal from it. Um, Anything else about this? What, like his motivation or anything? I mean, this is just weird. 3 of Cups. This is creative collaboration. 3 is a crowd. There might have been somebody else on set wanting to control some of the scenes. You know how for like certain types of scenes, there's like an intimacy coordinator, like they had on Bridgerton, which we're gonna do the reading on next. Um, I could see maybe the intimacy coordinator stepping in and saying, like, no, you can't do that. Like that's going too far. Something along those lines. And then Joaquin Phoenix getting mad. Um, because it definitely feels like there is something creative, but also with the 3's a crowd card and this being something of like a sexual nature, I feel like it could have had to do with that. And it was already like a sensitive topic and it just kind of blew up. Oh my God. Yeah. I would say maybe the other people on the set deep down, maybe they're kind of relieved. Of course, like money was lost and that's horrible for like the company. But I wonder if some of the people on set were in a way relieved because now they don't have to endure like 6 months or like a year, whatever, how long filming will take of this. Because I think it was a very tense set from the start. Ew. Okay. Roller Girl said, Reddit is saying Joaquin is now reportedly uninsurable regarding future projects, and so is Justin Baldoni. Maybe they work. My theory, they're going to work together. And Justin Baldoni might not be uninsurable, but I think if the whole cast doesn't like you, I don't know. I feel like that was a really bad first major film for his production company as well. Yikes is right. Well, karma's getting everybody these days. So we'll rest easy tonight, but yeah, I guess they're being exposed. Okay. That would make sense since he kept wanting to make it more graphic. I wonder if that's what Justin Baldoni was wanting to do also then, since we got, like, this similar energy. Mm. I wonder if they were both wanting to, like, push the envelope too much and then got pushback, and then it just got, like, ugly because they were, like, creatively really, like, not wanting to give up control. Strange. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna leave that one at that. Thank you for all that interesting tea, you guys. That is wild. Okay, and then Dr. Anna. Okay. Their energy towards each other now, Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlan, as they prepare to start filming season 4 in September. You guys, okay, I need to do like a part 3 in September, which I'll do like a deep dive on them again because it's just such a popular, highly requested video, highly requested couple to read about. So when filming starts to celebrate the filming of Bridgerton, I will definitely do a reading. But for now, we'll just pull a couple and let's see what's going on. Okay. How awkward is I don't know why I feel like it's awkward. I feel like it's awkward right now for them. But I did do like 2 other videos, so if you wanna know what I think about them or what the tarot tea spill was on them and their birth charts, if you haven't seen it yet, you may wanna check that out, but, very interesting, a lot of energy, a lot of very positive energy between the 2 of them, but definitely not light and breezy. It's like it could kinda go either way with a lot of things going on in their charts and the readings that I was doing on them. But let's see where they're at now. Little update. How are they feeling now as they prepare to start shooting together again in September? Okay, we're gonna take this. The high priestess, intuition. I will say, based on all of their past life connections in their astrology and their birth charts, the high priestess doesn't surprise me because this is like, I do think they have like kind of a psychic connection with one another, whether or not I don't think they're like aware of it, but I think it's something where they'll say the same thing at the same time, or they're both kind of thinking the same thing without really knowing why. It's like they can already kind of tell how the other person feels before even stepping into the same room. There's this connection that they just have. It's almost like telepathic in a way. So I think that that is like activated right now. Okay. So their connection is still obviously coming through. All right. Let's see, how does Nicola feel about it? How does Nicola feel about the fact that they are preparing to start filming again in September? 8 of Cups, walking away. Interesting. Okay. Not going to interpret that yet. I'm going to get his first. Okay. I'm not surprised by that, but here we go. Luke, how does he feel? 6 of Wands, best friend of the year awards card. Oblivious. I think that this is very much in alignment with the last reading I did on them with the birth chart reading as well. I think she is very mature. She's very tuned in. She like is very honest about what's happening, where they're at. I think that Luke feels weird. He feels kind of guilty because I think that there is attraction. There were sparks that were flying on set during the filming of those scenes. And then even afterward, when they were doing press, I think there was a little bit of a fantasy world that he told himself, oh, we're just doing press. We're just friends. I have anxiety. So she's holding my hand. And he has a Cancer moon. So it's that nurturing energy, but I feel like it was sort of he wasn't living in reality. He was, like, making excuses and telling himself, like, "It's not because I'm really in love with her. It's like she's my friend," and but deep down, it was, like, crossing the line into, the reason everybody was rooting for them. They gave off this couple energy, this boyfriend-girlfriend energy, this very romantic connection, and it's almost like he participated in it without acknowledging it. And I don't think it was purposeful. I do not think it was intentional. I think it was just something that he did. It just kinda happened, and I think being an actor makes it difficult for certain people to, like, draw the line between fantasy and reality, and I think he got a little stuck. I'll just say that. I know that sounds weird, but he was kinda just going with the flow and maybe not being honest with himself. And with her, she realized, allegedly for entertainment purposes, she realized that he is in a relationship, and maybe she needs to pull back a little bit, and I'm not saying that this is, like, her being angry or bad blood. I think she's a very strong, self-possessed, confident, very mature woman who takes full accountability for herself. I don't think she's mad at him. I don't think she's blaming him. I think that she just kind of realized after spending time away that maybe for whatever reason, either, for the sake of him and his relationship or even for herself, for her own career, or maybe she's also dating someone now, I don't know, but there's some reason that she just politely, I think, has decided I'm going to have a little bit of a better boundary this season with him. I don't think we're going to see them on the red carpet holding hands again when they promote season 4. I just think we're going to see a genuine friendship and respect. I don't think it's gonna be what it was before. I think they both had a realization that maybe it crossed a line a little bit, and Luke is definitely giving friend zone energy, so maybe in a more, I don't know, chill way without, like, really thinking about it too much, he's gonna also have a little bit more distance. I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's just a lesson learned, like, maybe they accidentally got too close, and in their real life, when they didn't become serious, or, like, get into a relationship, they were both kinda like, "Oh, wow. Like, what did we do?" Let's see if we get anything else. What are you guys saying? Let me see. Comments. Oh, bye, Claire. Have the best day. Thank you for joining us. It was so good to have you here. Okay, let's see. Dr. Anna, yeah, I will keep an eye out for part 3 from you. Okay, Dr. Anna. Thank you. Okay. Claire says, "One last question. How do you wind down at night, especially so late after reading?" Claire, I don't know. It's not great. Uh, Sometimes oh my God, Lawyer Moke, shut up. He goes, she has to hang out with me so she falls right to sleep. Michael, oh my God, I'm dead. Okay, well, Claire, that's the real tea straight from my husband, which is not true. Um, it's so funny you say that. I was thinking of maybe doing afternoon tea at some point, switching, but I don't know. I just like our night owl time. I do. I like will put on my headphones and I'll listen to something, and then I do this alarm where it just goes off instead of like the alarm going off, it like turns your whatever you're listening to on your phone off. Like, I forgot what it's called, but so I'll do that for like 30 minutes, and usually by the time it's over, I'll have fallen asleep. So I'll listen to like a podcast or something. Oh my God. Don't listen to Michael. He's full of crap. Okay. So there's there's that. What else? What else about these 2? And Claire, if you're still in here, actually, how do you have the energy for the rest of the day? Because I'm trying to get up earlier and like do my workouts in the morning, but then I feel like I need a nap in the middle of the day. So also, if you're still in here, enlighten us, please. And if you're not, I'll ask you next time. Okay. So, still says rumors Luke broke up with his girlfriend. Stop it. Oh my God. Why do I hope that that's true? And I'm so sorry because I shouldn't hope for that. God, I still hold hope for these 2, but I feel like it was just a fantasy. Okay. What else? Anything else about this connection? 9 of Cups, they're both going to be focused on it themselves, being happy, self-care. I will say this, they're very naturally supportive of one another. They also have, I believe it's that past life. I talked about it in part 2, the part 2 reading. I believe it's their past life Jupiter. There's like a payback lifetime for them. So they bring each other expansion and luck and like positive energy. So I do think that they're going to both be like still in this like happy go lucky mood. I think that on the surface, nothing has really changed. I just feel like on an emotional level, like under the surface, this is the way that it's feeling compared to the press tour when it was sort of, them all over each other to the point where everyone was like, oh, they're definitely in a relationship. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more like separate, but like good. Like they're gonna be happy, having fun. I don't know. I mean, this seems very Anything else? I mean, it's very like gonna stay more in the friend zone, still happy, joyful. Did y'all hear that rain, by the way? It is pouring. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a spiritual number. They do have a very spiritual connection. Again, we have this High Priestess card that came out first. And if you guys did watch that birth chart interpretation with their past lives and all that, you know that it is a very spiritual connection. This is a payback lifetime where they are here to support each other, and it's really positive and beautiful. So we did get the friendship card. We did get it does make sense though. There's a need for the boundaries because of their Mars Venus connection, which is very spicy. So they can easily get wrapped up into that fantasy world. But in reality, it does seem like they're here more to platonically support each other and push each other towards their goals. Um, so the Seven of Pentacles is working hard and it's a spiritual thing. So I do think that this is talking about the spiritual nature of their connection to help them both achieve their dreams and goals. So they're going to be working hard. They're going to be working alongside each other. I think they're going to continue to be very supportive. And overall, it's a very positive energy, but I'm not getting the romantic energy that I was getting in the first tarot tea time reading that I did on them. Like I'm not getting any of the feelings or the confusion. I feel like they got a lot of clarity at the very end of that Bridgerton press tour, and when Luke went with his girlfriend, and it's like they kinda sobered up or something from a dream, you know? Anyway, so that is the tea on that. And oh, Claire's laughing. Okay, Claire Cardi is here. Seriously though, Claire, how do you? Oh wait, Claire says, "I'm still here. I go to the gym at 12 straight after work, then pick up the kids, make dinner, and have a 30-minute nap." Claire's a warrior. Claire is a Virgo warrior. Okay, Claire, I'm gonna use you for inspiration. I feel like I'm just gonna keep it moving. Thanks so much. Can't wait for your part 3 in September when they start filming. Oh my god. Of course, Dr. Anna, thank you so much for asking the question. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your question. I appreciate all of you guys being here, spilling the tea. This is so much fun. MSTO5. Ooh, so now the potential of Nick, Luke being romantic is now gone. That sucks. They are so cute. It does suck, but you know what? What's good, Miss T, I think, is the fact that they have such a positive, supportive connection. And again, they still have their meanness. Oh my God, I gotta go to bed. Their Mars, their Mars Venus connection. And you can't, that's never gonna go away. So I will say this MSTO5, if you're feeling disappointed, this is just where the stage that their relationship is at right now. I think they've decided to be more professional, have a few better boundaries, but keep working together, supporting each other, being a cheerleader. But they're always going to have the Mars Venus connection. And so I feel like at any time, I mean, we have free will. That could flip on a dime and they could end up, being romantically involved again. I just think right now it's kind of like maybe they went a little too far, a little too fast. Definitely all the filming and all the buzz around them, people being obsessed with them. I think it got them in this like romantic bubble. And then they kind of sobered up, went their separate ways, lived their real life. They're coming back with the intention of having good boundaries, the intention of being friends. But yeah, we'll definitely check back in September because I don't know. When you have that type of connection in the birth chart and they're spending such close, they're in such close quarters, it makes you wonder, is this something that maybe they're destined for this to turn into a relationship at some point? Is, life imitating art? Are they going to be that friendship that eventually does bloom into a romantic relationship, just like on the show? So I don't know. Hope is not lost yet. I'm not saying never. Interesting. You're the first reader who went there with Luke Nick. Ooh, well, got a Scorpio moon. We like to go there. So thank you guys. Y'all are so amazing. I know. You never know. You really can't say for sure. That's the beauty of this. You can analyze the birth charts, you can spill the tea, but people have free will. Thanks for a fun stream, Brit. Thank you, Sage Moon. You were amazing. Thank you. Sage Moon, you're so sweet. Have a restful night and a great week, everyone. Sweet dreams. You take care of yourself too, Sage Moon, and everybody, what Sage Moon said. Everybody get some good rest, and y'all are the best. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. This was so much fun. I feel like y'all always start the week off right. I love being here with the Tea Time fam. Thank you, Babaloo. All right. Love you guys. Get some good rest. Have a good day for everybody who's just starting off. Claire, Nigel, you guys have a good day. Everybody else, let's get some sleep. Bye, guys. I'll check in with you guys again this week.